What's up everybody and welcome to Dad Got This. Today we're gonna give the Multo by Cooking Pal its first test. For its first cook, I decided to go with one of the more simple dishes that I could find on the guided recipe app, macaroni and cheese. The kiddo loves macaroni and cheese. Unfortunately, she's not here today. Nana came home and Nana has taken the kiddo out on some sort of adventure, so Dad is stuck cooking by himself. And I thought this would be a good first try because I think that this unit could be great for people who just aren't great cooks. This looked so simple. I mean, I could do this in the stove in minutes, but I thought maybe a guided recipe just kind of all together, this might be great for someone who just can't cook at all. So let's see how this thing works. I'm interested to see. I've got all the ingredients they told me I needed to get, and we'll fire up the tablet. My tablet's plugged into a charger because I forgot to charge it because I haven't used it yet. And let's just see what the process is on how to make macaroni and cheese in the Multo. All right, I'm gonna take my tablet. It wanted to go to sleep. All right, start. Step 1, gather your ingredients. I've done that. Ooh. Stop. Okay, I hit start, and apparently maybe I wasn't supposed to, because it started making all kinds of noises and stuff, and I had stuff in there. Yep. Okay, so that wasn't supposed to happen. Step 1, add water, scale, boil the water, start. All right, so your first thing, don't have extra junk in the Multo before you start. All right, so I need water. Let me get some water. All right, add water. Now it doesn't say how much water, it just says scale. Is anything happening on the front? Nothing's happening on the front. So I'm gonna hit the start button again. It says the lid is open. Please close the lid to continue cooking. Okay. So I'm just gonna fill it, I don't know, 3/4 of the way, but it says, like their little video shows the lid open with them boiling water. I'm gonna do what it tells me to do. It's giving me a countdown timer of like 10 minutes, I guess, to boil the water. I guess we wait for 10 minutes. All right, guys, we're take 2 in this because I think I figured something out that wasn't quite as intuitive as I kind of would have liked it to have been, but I think I figured out what they wanted me to do. So I hit let's start, take out your ingredients, and it says add water, scale. And there's a little picture of a scale on the screen, and I think I'm supposed to hit that scale thing and it'll tell me how much water it is. So let me hit the scale button, and it says I need 34 ounces of water. Yep. Now 34 ounces is very little amount of water, but apparently that's all it wants. Okay. I'm following what it says. It says 34 ounces of water. Maybe it does things a little differently. Now we hit start. We've got some progress. It's telling me that the water is 194 degrees and to be careful and not touch the bowl because it's gonna be hot. So don't touch it with my bare hands. That's a good tip. I don't know how I'm gonna cook pasta in 34 ounces of water. All right, it says that stage is done, so I guess I'm supposed to go to the next stage. Add the macaroni to the mixing bowl. How much macaroni? Scale. 17.5 ounces of macaroni. And it says cook until al dente, which is 8 minutes on my package. Like a whole box of macaroni. I don't even have 17.5 ounces. Oh, I guess I gotta close the lid again. And it is cooking and mixing and and kind of do its thing. It says we got to go for 8 minutes. It's got 9 minutes on the thing here, so I'm gonna have to set myself a little timer. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes. It'd be nice if they had like a little thing I could punch in the time so I didn't have to have a separate timer. Back to a little bit of some confusing stuff here. It's telling me to use a spatula to remove the simmering basket and drain, but it's got a little video playing in the back of them just pouring it into what looks like the simmering basket and draining. So I don't know if I was supposed to have the basket in there when this was cooking. I'm a little confused. Dad's not the brightest guy. Looking at this, I don't think you could have this with the pasta in there because it's using the blade to spin the pasta. So I'm gonna go with that's probably a no. So far so good. Sounds like it's doing its thing. We're a minute or 2 minutes out from, I think, opening it up and doing a drain. We're getting a little bit of bubbling action here at the lid. I'm guessing maybe with the stirring action is why it doesn't need as much water to boil the pasta. Now I got 3 options here. I've got stop, pause, and an arrow. Do I hit stop because I'm stopping earlier than the timer? Do I just hit the arrow like I'm going to the next step? I'm gonna go with the arrow to the next step. All right. Nope, I think I was supposed to hit stop. Yep, I had to hit stop to stop the unit from cooking. So we'll be able to open it. Okay. It looks like cooked pasta. It didn't say to put the pasta back in the bowl yet. So it wants me to cut the cheddar and Parmesan into cubes. So we need 1.75 ounces of cheddar cheese. Actually, I think that's the Parmesan cheese. See, they don't tell you which cheese is which that you need. And I'm no longer on the screen with the instructions. So, I mean, honestly, you can't have too much cheese. So we're gonna hunk off some Parmesan into some cubes. We're gonna hit the scale. We'll do 1.75 ounces of the Parmesan, which is what I'm at. And then we will do 5.5 ounces of the cheddar. And then it was cheese slices. Another 1.75 ounces of that, which I guess is gonna probably be about 3 slices of cheese. Okay, so it's gonna grate the cheese for me. Interesting. I don't have to use a cheese grater, apparently. Okay, says it's done that. Pop the lid back off, see what it looks like. Look at that. Kind of food processed it into a little bit of paste. And then we'll go to the next step. Add the milk, butter, flour, and nutmeg, and pepper to the mixing bowl and cook the sauce. So we got 1.5 ounces of butter. I'm getting the hang of this scale thing. Bam, that was only an ounce. Could you really be too much butter? I don't think so. An ounce of flour. I am liking not having to like pre-measure my ingredients. Just a pinch of salt. 2 pinches of nutmeg. We'll just sprinkle a little in there. I do like they're adding nutmeg to the recipe. It adds a lot to your mac and cheese recipe. And 13.5 ounces of milk. and cook the sauce, which means lid back on. It says the sauce is gonna cook for about 10 minutes, so I'll check with you in 10 minutes. It says it's done. Add the macaroni to the bowl. Hey, looks like a smooth cheese sauce. Now I do see a little bit of flour pooled at the edge there, but hopefully it'll take care of that. They use their little spatula, bust apart this macaroni that's been kind of chilling. Ooh, replace the spatula lid, remove the measuring cup, and place the spatula inside the lid opening for stirring. I'm pretty sure that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't think I did that last part right, but I mean, it looks like mac and cheese. Let's plate it up and see what it tastes like. All right, I'll give it to him. The pasta, perfectly cooked. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I didn't think it was enough water. I didn't think it was gonna work right. The cheese sauce, smooth. No lumps, no clumps, and it has Parmesan in it, which is really hard to do. No lumps and clumps. The flavor, very good. I think it could probably use a little bit of extra salt for my taste. Other than that, solid. The end result, perfect, amazing. Getting there, a little clunky, honestly. The step-by-step instructions are a little harder to follow than I would like. Not quite as intuitive as I would like. You have to kind of figure some things out, like the weight thing. Oh, it wants me to weigh something. Let me do that. There's the section with the 3 cheeses. So I think they still might have some work to do as far as the UI and getting that a little bit more user-friendly, but the end result was amazing. All in all, not bad. Not great, but not bad. I think I probably could have pulled it off on the stove with a little bit less complications than using this, even as a beginner cooker. Boiling some pasta and melting some cheese and mixing it together, you could probably do that pretty simply without something as complicated as this. Where I think this might shine is in the next thing I hope to try, which is going to be risotto. Risotto is a pain in the butt to make. You have to constantly stir it and stir it and stir it. It's annoying and it's just not fun to make. But this will do all the work for me. So that's my next dish that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make something that's complicated. I think that will let this shine. This didn't really let it shine, but it was what I had available to me to use to try and make. Made a delicious dish, but I could have made it on the stovetop probably easier. That was my first cook here with the Multo cooker by Cooking Pal. They did give me this cooker for free to go ahead and use and figure things out with and give them some feedback on so they can help improve their cooker. So it'll be better for when you guys buy it. If you do want to buy one, I've got a link down in the description. It is an affiliate link. It does help Dad out a little bit if you buy one. I get a little bit from it. You know what else helps the channel? Liking, subscribing, commenting, all of that kind of fun stuff. I will be back in the kitchen quite a bit more. I have a lot more recipes planned here for the next days or so. I've got just a bunch on tap. Stay tuned, stay subscribed, and you guys know, Dad doesn't do outros. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the Multo unboxing, or maybe that great DGT video. I don't know what one YouTube picked, so I'm just gonna call it a great DGT video, the one on the right. If not, I don't know, check out another video. But Have a great day.